Us now on set to take us through some of the social media reaction. I imagine there's been a fair bit of it today, no?
That's right. Indeed, we saw over 18 days and even 18 months these talks progressing, and some making remarks online about the lengthy wait that we've had for this deal to take place. Iran deal loading, please wait. That image that we're maybe familiar with from computers that aren't working so well, such as this one on occasion, but we'll strike a chord, I suppose. Please wait. And indeed that was put up online yesterday, and people were waiting and waiting and waiting, despite the fact that we were told that really it was just a matter of time. A lot of official accounts as well, political accounts, putting up their spin on the deal. Hala, the White House, every pathway to a nuclear weapon is cut off at POTUS. That's the hashtag, or the President of the United States also using those images, those graphics. The Iran nuclear deal will cut off all of Iran's potential pathways to a bomb, and they list the technical details of that. Another graphic here: because of this deal, Iran will not produce highly enriched uranium. So a real attempt through these official accounts on social media to reassure the public, I suppose, and also other elements of the international community that this was the best possible deal from their point of view. Also, Obama is stating, and this being picked up on social media, that he will veto any attempts to legislate, any attempt at legislation that would block this Iran deal. So very much standing firmly behind it. Now, we're also seeing images of the French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius beaming on the French national holiday Bastille Day. These photos taken in Vienna. That's a journalist for Le Point News Weekly in France. Laurent Fabius definitely smiling. So that's his official account. He's also putting up reassuring words similar to what we're seeing on the White House account. All sanctions will be automatically reintroduced in the case of violation by Iran of these nuclear commitments. You also see, if you scroll down through Laurent Fabius's Twitter page, a lot of photos being put up online over the last number of days, showing, I suppose, the kind of historic, the build up to this historic deal. This photo here in black and white, I think, already giving a flavour of the extent to which it will be viewed in time as historic, is already being called historic. And if you go on Benjamin Netanyahu's Twitter account, it's been called historic as well, but an historic mistake, Hala, as we've been hearing from out of Jerusalem today. When willing to make a deal at any cost, this is the result. So he, of course, has been the most vocal critic of an attempt to strike a deal over the last number of months. What we're seeing now is a certain degree of schadenfreude from the Iranian official accounts at Iran. Sorry, Mr. Netanyahu, Iran deal is done. And that hashtag Iran wins peace has been used as well by a lot of proponents of a deal. And you can see there photos that are essentially mocking the Israeli Prime Minister, and Iran talks, another official account, making reference to that famous 2012 speech to the UN General Assembly, where a sort of cartoon map was brandished in front of the Assembly, saying Mr. Netanyahu saying at the time that Iran was just 1 year away from having the bomb. Now, it later transpired in leaked documents that The Guardian and Al Jazeera and other media got their hands on earlier this year, that Mossad had in fact contradicted Benjamin Netanyahu's statement just months afterwards in communications with South Africa. So it does appear that those were trumped up claims, and indeed some poking of fun, certainly with that image there, showing that piece of propaganda blowing up, I suppose, in Benjamin Netanyahu's face today. So certainly different takes if you look at the official Twitter accounts. I think a lot of media, if you're to look at the editorial lines, would agree with this particular condensed version of The Economist's point of view. The Iran deal, while not perfect, appears much better than any of the plausible alternatives.
Okay, thanks very much for that. James Creedon giving us the official reaction on social media, I imagine, as the news begins to filter down to the rest of the Twitter sphere.
Indeed.
And so on. We will have a lot more reactions, certainly.